about now? Looks like we're live. That's something. Yeah, okay, we're live again. I don't know what happened. It crapped out. Don't know what happened. Stream stopped. Too quickly. Stopped. Wait, no, that's not right. For some reason, and even did it too quickly. All right. Should be live. People will find their way here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I wonder... How far back had you not been able to, like, see my stream? That's not the right thing. No. Okay. There we go. What was the last thing we were doing? Without that, we do get the stream update thing. So what is this? It ended my stream instantly. Me looking off to the side was me going, oh, it disconnected from the server. But that shouldn't end the stream. It should give me time to reconnect. That's weird. That is very weird behavior. Now, what was I doing? I think I was, I wonder if this is fixed now. I don't know. Because it's like a Chromium-related thing. Yeah, no, that's something else. I'm actually gonna go feed the beast. Give me a minute. I'll be back. You know, I'll leave that up. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. Oh, I love this. Stream went from, what was it, like 25, 30-ish people? Way back down. Most people are not gonna Now that I've started streaming again, I can't be bothered making a post. Because those posts don't go out anyway. Oh well. Streaming is already hard. That was a pretty shit thing to have happen. Oh wait. You know what? I'm going to restart the stream quickly. It should stay live. Give me a second. How's it going? Okay. I fixed a little bit of an error. Hopefully, that's now a little bit more stable. I don't know what happened though. But I feel that maybe... Because I tried to go like ultra low latency on chat, which doesn't support higher resolutions. What were we doing? We were doing... That's right. Trying to figure out why we didn't have a UI button. That's... Yeah, okay. So we're also switching the button ID. Okay, yeah. So button ID is now going to be... int gears ID. UI name. Int gears. Int gears. Okay. Well, it was connected for a second. We do have another range. Int gears. Okay, that is wrong. I wonder if it's here. Internal gears. Yes, probably correct. Yep, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna go manual. 31. This is not changing our ratio. So, I think I know how to fix this. It shouldn't be too hard. The chat thing might be frozen on stream. Oh. You know what, actually. Just in case anybody still is there. Where is chat? Nope. Oh, that's right. It's also set to top instead of live. So what is this? There we go. No, won't let me chat. All right, just thought I'd check. Welcome, Cube the Boob. Sure. I mean, I don't mind saying it, but yes, I was tricked into saying it. Well done. I think what it is we're not changing the output AV when the gears are changed because the engine doesn't have lure input for it. So, manual gearbox, output AV. We're on gear 1 at the moment. It just wants to update sounds. Update velocities. Okay. Device. Output AV1. Is there an AV0? No. 2? No. Alright. Then maybe it's update velocity. Oh. There's only one. Okay. Returns the absolute value of X as an integer or a float. What? Okay. Math of a function returns the absolute value of a number, which is the maximum value between X and its negation. So this is basically repum and dit, which is time, dt. I'm sorry, I was being a smartass. Oh, this is update sound anyway. No, we don't want this. Check hydro locking. Update GFX. Output RPM. Oh, shoot. How does a range box work? Did I change something? What did I change? Oh. I think it would be... Yeah, alright. U times 1 divided by device what did I call this? Gear ratios. I wonder. Can I just go device gear ratios 1? Wait, no. Gear ratios is only going to be these. What I want is to get these values. I could just do an electronics gear state check quickly. Dump electrics dot values dot. Nope. What did I call it? This. Okay. So. Local internal gears. Is equal to electrics. Oh, why would you do that? Electrics dot values dot that. Less than. Oh, that's greater than 0. Sure. And we're going to do... So we're flipping. We're doing a Boolean, asking if it's this. And then we're going to go, if it's that, then... I wonder if I can go device gearbox ratios. Device dot gearbox ratios. Now, which way do we want to do this? Low. Which number is low and which one's high? One and 7.8. How does this attach to this? We finally got BeamNG, been using the drift cars. Wow, you get into BeamNG and the first thing you do is try to drift in it? Ooh, that's difficult. Powertrain, range box, low. I wonder if it goes this way, correlates to this. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Powertrain. Drive modes. Enabled mode keys. Mode string key K. Mode data. Mode order. Order? Oh. Key K. Okay. K is... Okay, I think I'm getting it. This tells the order in the gears, and then I think it goes order from 1 to 2. So, we want the bigger number, then smaller number. Is that good? That looks good to me. Then, in our stuff here, gear ratios, I'm gonna do. Should I do that? Yeah, no, this will be fine. Int gear state ratios. Int gear state. Oh wait, no. No, that's right. No, that's good. Or it's just going to be the same thing again, isn't it? No. Int gear state is 1 or minus 1. So is this going to be a 0 or a 1? Let's do a dump of electrics values quickly and see what we find for our range box. P, Q, R, radial, rear, reverse, no range. What else we got here? We need to get the attach. What do we want? We want... Oh, that's right. Yeah, we want to find the splitter value. Splitter state is 1 for low. Okay. Low comes first. Okay. So that would be... Okay, so it starts at 1. Good. That's what we wanted to know. It's either that or... 2. Okay. Then... internal gears. 1 divided by internal gears. Alright. or 1? If then else. Nope, that's what I wanted. We'll just do this. Is equal to 1. Do I want to do this the whole time? Probably not. Let's see if this works. We've got it all saved. Yeah, lower problem. Gear ratios, nil value. So, where would gear ratios be in here then? Drive modes? Gear ratios? Range box, gear ratios. Gear ratios get set up under device as table. Okay, they sort through all of this. Okay. JBeam data. Device. New. Ah, okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Am I live now? Well, that time my stream didn't drop out immediately. I feel that there may be some instability with my thing. With my... I feel that there may be some instability with my Switch. Because I just noticed that the quality dropped down, and that's the only thing that I've really added into the pipeline for that particular computer. Do I just grab all... So why is there reverse gears? I wonder if maybe I'm fucking with the cables or something. You know, I'll put you on the car so you can look at it whilst I'm fucking around. I'm going to leave that at its current setting at the moment. The only thing I might change is the, drop the bitrate, because we're only streaming at 1080 at the moment. I'm not sure entirely what was... The other thing that I did change it is a new cable. So, it could also be a bad cable. If we keep dropping out still, then I shall blame that cable. What am I doing? I'm looking for... Oh yeah, what to do here. So... Oh, okay, there's a lot of garbage in here. So not garbage. Things that we don't need. We don't need device gear count. Don't need device modes. Don't need device mode. What was the particular error that we died on? 432. This is the wrong area. Four, 3, 2. That was the second one. Gear ratios is missing. Okay. So we have to set up device gear ratios. So we got that. What is their sorting? So we probably just grab this for now. Is there any other gear ratio apart from just this stuff here? There is. Cumulative gear. Maximum cumulative. Oh, weird. And then mine. Okay. Takes in JBeam data. Where do we get JBeam? Okay, JBeam data goes in here. JBeam data gear ratios. Hold on a second. That's too vague. Then can I call this anything so then it won't conflict? I think we can. I'm gonna call this int gear ratios. Int gear ratios. If device int gear ratios is it peculiar of the peculiarity of the language, or is it the first place in the list usually a 0 and not a 1? That is a peculiarity. Me do English, I swear. Is for Lua is 1 in an array. So, yeah. Int gearbox ratios. I forward gears that. If device int gearbox ratios and max int gearbox ratios device. Okay. That's all change. Device int gear ratios. Damn it. I hit Control C instead of Control V. And I don't keep a backup of my copies and pastes because I'm a content creator and that would be dumb. I'm already paranoid that I'm gonna leak a stream key one day and it won't let me reset and make a new one. Am I doing that wrong? I think I am. We don't care about this line. Don't care about this line. Actually, what do we have up here? Into gear ratios, No, we don't care about that either. What the fuck have I been looking? What's happening here? Oh. I get it now. So gearbox ratios is yeah, you know what? We don't need to JBeam data dot that. Okay. We don't need any of this then. Okay. We're doing the checks ourselves. We don't need to sort anything else out. Well, I fucked it up apparently. 4.3 gear ratios, a nil value. Ah, yes. All right. I have to change that to int gear ratios. Okay. All right. Now, int gear ratios, a nil value. Oh, I didn't save it. For a while. Okay, yeah. That was it. There we go. Alright. We're in manual gearbox selection. Okay, about 18. Let's try changing some more gears. And cruising. Okay. Now, nothing is happening. Let's go. Print. Type. Yes, this is the Pratt. It is a table. Okay, then to string. Let's go 0. Nil. 1. Okay, there's 1. And that is 2. Okay, that is good. JBM data, int gear ratios. This is then device.int gear ratios. All 1. What are we doing? We're gonna go up to like, we're gonna try to make it into 2nd gear. Alright. Sit in the 31. Any errors during that? No. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. That'll make it a little bit easier to look at the screen. Maybe when I eat an apple thinking it's a gift of knowledge, when in fact it's an apple of confusion and forgetfulness. That'll happen. Why is it not? I wonder if that's the problem. One. -1. So if it's -1, wait, what does it start as? Okay, so it's staying at -1. If I switch that. Oops. Oh, it's keeping it. Okay. If int gears star state 0, we're gonna go or 0, just in case. Then, actually, it's going to be a table of 1 and 1. Then, at the end of this, device. Okay. Actually, we should do a... And... Or... 1, 1. Okay, that's what I should add. Okay, no, my bad. There we go. So I'll check if it's there. Then, if it is there, it'll use it. Otherwise, it'll go 1, 1. So it'll just keep it at the gear ratios of 1 all the time. Welcome, Joao Going. How's it going? So we have our... Is that how you make an array? Array. Oh, there's no array in here? What about 1R? Array? No. Lower. Create array. I think it has to be... This is a new array. Okay. You can start an array at index 0, 1, or any other. Excuse me? Then how do you I-pairs? Does it just look for the smallest number if it knows it's an array? Customary to start indexes with 1. I think they've fixed people's frustration with arrays starting at 0. However, it is customary to start arrays at indexes with lower libraries adhere to this conventions. Oh, okay. So if your array also starts with 1, you will be able to use their functions directly. We can use constructors to create and initialize arrays in a single expression. It can be as large as you need. Yeah, I think this is working. So that that creates an array. Array slot 1 is 1. Array slot 2 is 1. Now up here. To string. That's not what I wanted. This I wanted to be toString. Okay. Oh. 1696. 1696. Guessing it's here. 1696. Oh. Comma. Oh, another one. $16.76. Wait, what? 16.76. Wait, can I not make it a table inside of a table? No, no, they're creating tables inside of here. They're using booleans. Alright, you know, we'll grab you. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. That's what I was doing wrong. There we go. Now, if I change this... Perfect. So that is working as intended. Have you considered removing device... Hey, nice spot there, user. I think I saw that pop as I was doing it as well. It's because I copied and pasted like a moron. Alright, we don't need you. We know that this is now going through. So why are we not changing this? Alright, one of you. You're probably up here. Yep, so that's just the conversion rate. Because RPM is almost 10 times what input AV is. I don't know why they've got that, but sure. Well, how about now? Now, who's a moron? Could a moron punch you into this pit? Huh? Could a moron do that? I don't... I don't know what that is. It almost kind of sounds like a Simpsons thing, but... I don't know, it sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know it. Portal 2? Oh. Okay. I could see that definitely being in a Portal thing, but yeah, not remembering it off the top of my head. Maybe output AV is being done elsewhere. Okay. Level it out. 31. Alright, let's keep going up in gears then. Okay. 201. Okay. I feel input AV is being changed after the what? Hold on. Why is that still happening? The music is doing a annoying thing where it's making sounds like the donation sound. Ugh. So, device output RPM. This is under validate? Oh, weird. Reset. Okay. I wonder... if first we go this is equal to itself times this. That way, we're changing it and everything else. Have I, you know, I commented out the print. Okay, what happened? Oh, no, I do want it to be the output AV that we want to change. Validate. When does validate get called? Reset. So reset is... Okay, that's fine. What? Where is it? Oh, here it is. There. Okay. Okay. Should be about 201. Alright, let's go back and have a look at that clutch that we were looking at earlier. Friction clutch. Device parent. No. Output AV. Okay. I kind of remember that sort of thing. It's at the end when he takes Gladys's place and then he starts to go insane instantly. What on earth is a thumbnail? You know, just the R4 360 by Pratt and Whitney. That old chestnut? So, how does this read input RPM? Update velocity, device parent AV output AV1. So that's what we want. Update torque. Device input AV1, device output AV1. This is so confusing, the input and outputs, because it's taking in the input. Ugh. Combustion engine. Wait, is there anything in here? Oh, there is stuff in here. Oh. Weird. In its own thermal stuff, it's calling it the parent engine. So the thermals is a child of the engine. Or the engine thermals are a child of the engine thermals. Of the engine. Sorry, oh, my brain is fucked. Okay. Combustion engine. Alright, fuck it. I think we're just gonna ignore this stuff. How much under do we have saved? There we go. Good. We have quite a lot of under. Now, we will also go in and... yeah, I think we're just going to remove this. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go in and save as... oh, I don't have a defunct file, a folder, do I? Okay. You know what? We'll put it in working files. New folder, defunct. Then V1, no, with, what do we want? With gearing. Okay. All right. That was a big sidetrack that took a bunch of hours, and it's shit. Okay, SC intake, supercharger. We want to find the gear ratios. Now, in the previous stream, we just so happened to find a part where it said the gear ratios for the other stuff. Now, I probably could get that gear ratio stuff to work, but it doesn't need to happen. What if internal gears do not connect to the clutch of the gearbox? I don't know. I could have easily written a custom clutch, and it probably would have been easier. Let's go ratios. Compression ratio, propeller shaft ratio, impeller ratio. Okay, 6375. I already did that. 6374. Clutch engage, pressure rate PSI. Do we have like PSI ratings here? Pressure. Supports a downdraft pressure carburetor. No. Wait, hold on, actually. No. Condition is a 4-barrel strong bag pressure carburetor with automatic mixture control and idle cutoff. I'm sorry, what was that? Metered fuel is carried through internal passages to the supercharger impeller, where it is thrown centrifugally through small holes between impeller blades. This fuel air mixture, after passing through the impeller and diffuser, is carried to the cylinders through 7 intake pipes. What the hell? Huh. Oh, is that the end of pressure? Okay. PSI. Nope. Okay, there was more Pratt and Whitney. R4360 PSI. Actually, I wonder if we get anything like that here. PSI? Pressure. Compression ratio. No. Who's Fred Starr? It's so bright. Oh, I can't turn on. Okay, great, thanks. There's only one match for PSI here. Okay. Burst? Yeah, I'll start at the beginning. Turbo supercharging as preferred method of boosting. Transformers mounted on each cylinder head to boost voltage. Use burst coils for each spark. Single burst coil. Wait. Okay. Whose pressure is boosted by a torque meter. Boosted oil is fed to all 42 pistons. Supercharging for its boost requirements. Thanks. Method of boosting manifold pressure. $27,000 RPM for the, I think that's supercharger. That's pretty cool. Overspeed at 30,000 RPM. Is that a torque graph? Standard brake horsepower with RPM correction. Wet takeoff power. Versus manifold pressure. Absolute pressure in HG. Okay. 61 HG. To PSI. I don't trust AI. 61. Convert. Okay. We're looking for about 30 PSI. Okay. What I want is a target. Pressure rate per PSI. So there's that, no, pressure rate PSI. Pressure PSI per one. Oh, I think this is how quickly it can change. That's right. Yep, no. Pressure PSI per 1K RPM. So if we're at a 6.37 to whatever ratio, is this the turbo's RPM or the... Sorry, the supercharger's RPM or the engine's RPM? That's not what I want. Here we go. Pressure, that J-beam data, that times 0.00. Good, okay, sure. Pressure, max to pressure, that times I. Oh, we're still setting up stuff. Okay. pressure curve temperature. Pressure curve. Okay, I think that's what we want. Max blower RPM. Okay, so I think it is the RPM of the supercharger. Easy. Okay. So. Wait, hold on. Have I got the gear ratio the wrong way around? Oh, not this song. Right here. Ratio. Suppression ratio. I want the other ratio. Impeller ratio. Okay, so that's that to 1. Is that many rotations to 1? I think that is how that would work. Okay. Do we have other gear ratios in here? We have magneto ratio. The smaller numbers on that side, that makes sense, because that's reducing the output. I think I've got to figure out... Yeah, okay. I think I may need to switch this around. Anyway, at what is that a engine RPM or? Oh, it's so bright. Oh, it hurts my eyes. That looks like engine RPM. So the maximum RPM was 2900 or 2700 that it reckoned. So let's go at oh no, this is brake horsepower at 60 degrees Fahrenheit with a cat in the engine. I'm probably getting minced up for some reason. Got to get lunch from somewhere. Then 232 Celsius. Shit. Of course. That is such a... Such a stupid way of doing this graph. Fuck. Horsepower to pressure ratio? What the fuck is that? Okay, so we have RPM. 2700... Corrections. That doesn't help me. I want to know. Damn it. Alright, let's get going through boost. As the graph shows, at 2700 RPM, it reaches that much horsepower pressure. And manifold pressure. Oh, wait. As the graph shows, at 2700 RPM, it reaches 3650 horsepower at manifold pressure 61 inches of mercury. So this is 2700 RPM. But for some reason, the craft keeps going. Oh, that's only by 50 RPM. Okay. This graph is really weird. Are they saying that it's like... Is this meant to be percentage? BHP correction? I don't know. Weird. Anyway, at 2700 RPM of the engine... 2700 times that. Well, that's not right. They said that the maximum operating RPM was like 27,000. Am I? Maybe. The supercharger rating was just separate entirely. Radial engine designers have some choice about the number of cam ring lobes and direction of cam rotation. Weird. Yeah, where did I read that then? There's only one reference to RPM here. Huh? Overdrive. I'm pretty sure I saw overdrive somewhere. No, it's not here. Where did I see stuff about overdrive? Page. You gonna tell me? No, I just have to gonna figure it out. 302. Oh, it's not here anyway. Oh. Instead it's just the engine connecting to the gearbox. Sure. The gearbox can't take in an engine anyway. The gearbox has to take in a clutch, and the clutch has to take in a gearbox. Has to take in an engine. Converted inches to mercury to pounds to square. What? No. What are we doing? Where did? What's this? Enginehistory.org. Oh, this is a different page. It is a different page. Overdrive? No, nothing. "60 inches of manifold pressure map at 27 nat at spark with fuel flow of that per engine." 45 map. Oh, climb power. Torque pressure, okay. Ground operations restricted, RPM. I don't think this was the page, but we're just gonna keep going through. What was the other one? We looked at that. We've got the operations open now. That one. Did we... What's this? Fred? Okay, what's this then? Okay, my internet hasn't dropped from my stream again. I get the feeling the problem might have been the switch, so switch is unreliable. Oh, this is what we were looking at. Okay. Overload speed at 30,000. Okay. Supercharging impeller assembly. Although early impellers were cast in one piece, Pratt & Whitney designed an impeller with a pressed-on shroud. Okay. This introduces a number of difficulties due to the high rotation speed of the impeller, up to 27,000 RPM for later engines. Hoop stress has expanded the shroud and thus lost its interference fit. Oh, that's funny. An intensive development program followed where a number of alternatives were tried, including various plastics, fiberglass, steel, and combinations of these and other materials. A shroud made of that chrome moly shrunk onto the impeller and was finally determined to be best combination at an overload speed of 30,000 RPM, and interference fit still existed. Okay, but we're not getting anywhere near that RPM. So we're going like 2,700 times. Nope. It's in here somewhere. There we go, that's what we want. We're getting to 17,000. Let's try instead. I think we're getting up to like 3,000 RPM, right? In some of the later ones? Why can't I paste anymore? Weird. And only up to 19. I'd imagine those RPMs would be achieved in a drive. Oh, sorry, in a dive, but okay. But then we're having to spin the engine that fast, and the engine itself would pull apart. Well, testing for high numbers in general. Yeah. Now, I did hear that the supercharger had gearing. The nose section mounted forward of the magneto section had planetary gears. Supercharger housing attached to the power section rear contained supercharger impeller, diffuser, and drive gearing. I wonder if I just got the ratios wrong. I really don't want to... I think the supercharger would be a lot easier to modify myself. specifications. A single-stage planetary system with that gear. No, don't care about that. Compression ratio. No, don't care about that. Internal supercharger, single stage, single speed with... Oh! That's what they meant. Okay, so there is only one gear. It's just a single gearing down. Okay, yep, no, that's fine. I think we're just going to stick with it then. So, at that... let's go back to this. 17,000. What is... We want a 30 PSI at 17,000. Is that going to be okay? Is that copied? I can't even tell what's happening. I think it's bugged out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, it was copied. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, wait, we don't have the supercharger on. Supercharged. Okay, there's some stuff that I have to clean up. Why is... It is moving a little bit. Okay, so there is something happening. It's just I got the values wrong. Per 1,000 RPM. I'm an idiot. Nobody look at me. I'm hideous. Let's... .1 PSI. That is not... We want 27. Does this go with the engine's RPM? Like, what's happening? That is so hard to tell. So that's 34 at that. Okay, so that's based off of throttle position. Damn it. It just munches itself. But it did get up to 29, which looks about right. Okay. Welcome, Dylan. How's it going, bruh? Question. Was that PSI per 1k RPM? I'm looking at you. Lol, what? I'm assuming chat is broken? Oh, that's right. That's what we were doing. Oh, yeah. How far back is that chat? Huh? Okay, it looks like it's updated to me. Okay, yeah. Thanks for reminding me about that. Hey, thanks for the £2. Cheese. Cheese. First stream I've caught after figuring out you were the guy making the mods for Mouye and others. Oh, I'm glad that you know that it's and others as well. I've had a few people come to me, hey, you're the guy, you're the Mouye mod creator guy, aren't you? Or stuff like that. I'm like, no, I do my own stuff. Here's just for fun. What is this monstrosity? This, my friend, is the Pratt and Whitney. Me do words, I swear. Sometimes they don't come out the correct way. Oh, slow motion. Yeah, my brain is gone. My brain is just fucked. ADHD, screwing me. Oh yeah, we were talking about Mouye stuff. Something. I don't know. But yeah. I assumed it was father's? Oh, well, close enough. I think this might be the first stream you've caught. That's fine. These streams are very, very long and usually quite dry with technical stuff. This is mod is very normal around here? Yeah, pretty much. This is probably one of the more normal ones. From B29? I think it was from a bunch of different planes. Now, we're gonna check. Why is this not connecting? Oh. I wonder... Let's go back to clutch. We want to look for the validate. Device categories, engine. Engine true. Okay. Engine true. Okay. Yeah, no, then... Why is it not connected? How much does Mouye commission the mods for? Mods would cost way too much to make. We'll give, I don't mind taking a few seconds, because I like this sort of stuff. I haven't actually decided to do this, but I do like to sometimes just figure out how much things would cost. YouTube... Hey, there we go. His streams, there was 4 of them? Is that it? Okay. 12 plus 22, 31, 40, we'll rough it up to 40 hours approximately. Okay, well that's... Okay. 40, and then my going rate is about 40. $1,600. He might be able to afford that, but it seems that he would probably just go to any other creator of mods. But $40 is how much my freelance rate is for any sort of filmmaking stuff. Which I haven't done in a very long time, but that's because South Australia died. I think my computer was getting a bit hot. I tend to watch all your uploads. Eventually, just finish the first part of the Elfin video. Yeah, mostly my late night watch just before bed. Cool. I get the primetime slot. What browser is this? This currently is LibreWolf. It's meant to be like the most private of private browsers. Yeah, a fork of Firefox focused on privacy, security, and freedom. I don't know why they put freedom on there, but sure, whatever. He's back. What happened before? Are you talking about the stream dropouts? Yeah, I had a few stream dropouts, but it's doing fine. Committed die by the Switch? So, yeah. I wonder if it's also that I maybe... Because I did fiddle with some positions of cables, but not really the cables themselves, so I don't know. Does he pay you back in any way, or is it mainly just for content? Well, as you can see, the streams did not do particularly well. I don't have a way to show it in a different way. Wow, this is really slow. There we go. Wow, that was incredibly slow. Why is this so... What is happening? Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was having a look at live, and then viewers is over here. Wait, what? Why do I not have... Oh, live viewers. Okay, my bad. So, ignore those two, because those ones are like partial streams for only a little bit of time. 1,200 from the last one, 1,800 before that, 700, that's low numbers, 1,000, then Familiar, 400, 700, 700, a few 800s, back to mine, which was 800, sorry, I should say. That is quite low. But yeah, so he doesn't draw in more numbers. It looks like there was just a bit of a dip because it started at 800, went through his. Even that was fairly low. That is fairly low. So, what normally I would do it for is, one, I just like Muye. I don't mind his content. It is targeted to a younger demographic, but I still do enjoy it. What I really like is watching videos of people doing things with my mods or reacting to my mods, stuff like that. It just doesn't happen very often. Like if we go to a... Where would it be? It'd be under community, mentions. The last one will be me on my other channel. Yeah, so two from my last channel. Somebody did a... this is our Fox. This person did a little bit of a thing for my tires mod. Ectoplays, I think it was like the last proper one that showed up in my thing. So you have to tag me if you want me to see things. Otherwise, occasionally on YouTube, I'll just have to search for my name. What download speeds do I get in Australia? Normally, a gigabit, almost. I use a lot of your mods, even just in single player. Yeah, that's fine. A reminder for later. You were wondering why the engine is not connected to the gearbox. Oh, that's right. Yeah, thank you. It's very helpful having reminders when you've got pretty significant ADHD. So, then why is it not showing a connection? I remember this being a problem in the past, but I don't remember what I did to fix it. Oh, hold on. What if? Go. Control L. F5. Control R. F5. Oh! Hold on. It had a line there for a second. Connect and then disconnects. I go F5. It tries to connect again. But it also doesn't have the logo. Icon, sorry. I wonder if that's for powertrain itself and not my issue. Energy drive. Integrity, Jason? Bunch of language stuff. Yeah, nah, bro. Don't need any of you. Go self-flagellate somewhere else. Okay. Lower, common tech, G extensions, lower, more lower, more lower, more lower. Okay, you know what? Clearly. Settings UI, lower vehicle powertrain. UI, okay, so getting into UI now. Icon text. Ah! No. SVG symbol. Hey! Engine. Oh, well. That doesn't help. What the okay. We don't need that. API managed vehicle app component powertrain. No. Log vehicle stats. Log vehicle stats. Powertrain debug. Engine icon. Circle. Blah blah blah. Use fill white. Whatever the hell that is. Height X. Like that. Okay. But how? How do we connect those two? Powertrain device duh. How do I connect these? Engine icon. Well, that doesn't help me. Where the fuck does engine icon come from? I see a thing. Combustion engine gets icon. Okay, well, that's irritating. What this should have is like m dot engine icon or something, or under here, because I've renamed the combustion engine file, because I'm guessing this is the Lua name. That's so irritating. Alright, UI, modules, apps, powertrain, debug. Can I? Copy. Wait, find file references? I'm going to have a quick test of that functionality for a second. Lure. Vehicles. Pair chain. Nope, that wasn't under powertrain, it was under controller. Controller. Vehicle controller. Shift logic. No, don't want that. Fuck. Okay, you know what? Where is it? You. Oh, it is just under powertrain. Combustion engine. Wait, where'd it go? It said find references. That was going to be a really helpful thing to have. Find file references. Why? I've never seen this before. And it also seems broken. What are these file references they're referencing? Directive power train app. And I wish I could somehow change the engine name to combustion engine as opposed to combustion engine. Just the thing on its own. Integrity. No, don't care about you. That's all. Wait, what are these? Locales. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. Powertrain utils. Alright, fuck it. Can I... copy relative path? Oh, that's the wrong thing to do. There we go. I can't paste it, apparently. What I would have loved to have done was to copy it with all of its tree. Yeah, that doesn't do it. Damn it. Alright. UI modules. UI. Modules. Apps. Nah. Wait, what's this extra thing? Function, link, What the Jason is weird. I don't understand it. Don't know what to stand. Can I just go apps to and get rid of everything that we don't need? I just want to see how this works. It's probably not going to work. How does this graph end? Deaths. Okay, that's the end of deaths. This looks like HTML, to be honest. I think that is HTML. EndeavourOS. Actually, you know what? I don't think I need the EndeavourOS either. I don't think I need any of this. All I want to do is just engine setup. Copy path, whatever, doesn't matter. Then, where do we end this? What I'm trying to do is like monkey hook. But I don't think I'm doing it right. In fact, actually, I'm not doing it right. Move to trash. Fuck it. We're just gonna... I'm gonna modify our game engine files directly, because this is only debugging related stuff anyway. Okay. What's happening? Weird. That didn't work though. Nope. Okay, fixing the UI. But there's no line drawn. So, how does it draw a line? Background line, debug line. I don't know, man. Whatever. A piece of poop. How hard would a dense scratch paint mod be? I'm surprised no one has made it, since it will probably be a while till the devs add it and people had done crazier. So, there already is technically denting in the game. But if you're talking about, like, nuance stuff, you're getting into a lot trickier stuff. That would have to probably be shaders. And, you know what, we have. This open. Yeah, so, oh, that's a very short file. You'll have to learn C and HLSL, whatever that is. I feel that this is only like a part of it, and the rest of it comes off of, like, common stuff. So, this is the new language you'd have to learn for that. Okay, we're done with you for now. Oh, got an itchy butt. There we go. Normal maps? Kinda. I mean, you could set up a dynamic decals. Normal maps only create a two-dimensional representation of a 3D thing. So, if you've got a dent that goes in like this, when you like rotate your view around on the dent, that's actually a really bad way of doing it. Say this is your dent. You could see kind of that there'd be a bit of a dent in here, the lighting and the shading would all look like a dent. But the moment you start going like this, now there's three-dimensional depth to the dent. That you wouldn't see that. What you would see is your flat image here with lighting and shading around, and it doesn't quite do the things. I suppose for scratches, that would be fairly useful. Yeah. What am I doing? I'm looking for the connection thing. That's done. All right, let's now get the power graph up. Okay. Too much power. You know what? I want to do the convert. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I could just... Nah, okay, we'll just go to horsepower. Kilowatts. Shit, I think it's just horsepower. I don't know, man. That's PS. Isn't PS the metric horsepower? I don't know. I think PS and horsepower are separate things. Or HP and PS. Because I know PS is just like a different type of... I don't know. 6,800. So, we want to... Welcome, Harry. How's it going? Did you get a haircut? You look fresh, man. Yeah, I cut my hair 2 days ago? No. You know what? It would have been right after releasing that video. Because I remember having it done for Christmas, and that was Christmas Eve for me. So it would have been at that particular point in time. But, yeah, it was getting pretty long anyway, and with the warmer weather coming in, of course we're gonna cut that down. This powertrain app is doing some funky shit. Oh, I see it now. It's going that way, then out here, then out here. Okay. I want to bring the power numbers down. I wonder if they... Horsepower. I forgot to actually check the numbers. That is... 6825. Oh, it's the same amount of power. Wait. I didn't refresh. That's what's going on. Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Alright. I want this. Are we generating too much power? Yeah. I suppose we should add more inertia to this. Do we have inertia? Crank losses per 1k RPM. 10? Six, 7. Hold on. I'm sorry, what? What did I fuck up? Crank losses per... I was hoping to lose 10 horsepower per 1,000 RPM. Going up to 27,000, that'll be 2,700 horsepower loss. We should still be well in the green. Let's go 1. That's still minus 2,000. I'm confused. Have I been looking at the numbers incorrectly? I feel their math is a little bit wrong. Anybody know how this works? I was going to start at 10 and then I was going to work my way up to maybe like 1,000 per 1,000 horsepower to spin this thing. Does the plane engine swapped T-Series drive? Yeah, it does. We're just working on it. Six, and then followed by another number which is incrementally higher, being 1 less than 8. And sometimes breaks into pieces. Yeah! When it catastrophically fails, it does do that. Alright, let's have a look at this in the supercharger. Okay. Crank losses per RPM. Have they accidentally got one in there? Times by 0.001. Oh, okay. No, it makes it a much smaller number. Apparently, if you don't have this in, it's 5. Let's quickly test that. So that's 6,700. If I don't have that in now, is this gonna break? Yes, it is. Yeah, I think they started changing how the values work and didn't go back and redo things. Coefficient. Okay. What are we doing? Get torque coefficients. Alright. I'm going to start by testing 0. And then we're going to slowly increment this up. Okay. 7968. I'm going to dump electrics dot values dot. You know what? Actually, I don't know what it would be. What we're looking for is like the speed of the supercharger. If it's 6 times the engine RPM and we're at about 700 to 800, then 6 eighths of 48. Okay, I don't see it. Oh, 48, I was right. Then we're going to look for the angular AV, which would make it about like 4.5 then. Intershaft? No. It'd be RPM... No, not RPM. It was turbo spin, right? On, the turbos. But what is it on... Is there, like, supercharger spin? Supercharger boost. Supercharger max... Damn it, that doesn't help. Why is that an electrics value, by the way? That doesn't make sense. Wait. Three, 4, 2, 5. Yeah, no, that didn't change. So there's meant to be like a pulley for a supercharger, right? We have common open. Pick up transmission. Pick up engine 4.5. Pulley. Oh, they're just going at RPM spin. Oh, that sucks. Alright, let's actually have a look at the names then. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Before we go reading 100 different names. Electrics. Supercharger, but no. Value throttle, no. Supercharger boost, no. AV1. Engine AV, no. AV to RPM. Oh, this is on initiation, don't care. Alright, let's go back to this, crank losses stuff. Where does get torque's coefficient get used? Nowhere. Great. Okay, let's pick RPM times current blower RPM. That makes sense. What is the crank blower RPM? K times blower ratio. Clutch ratio. Going to 0.5. What I want to do is actually find a 1-to-1 ratio, so I'm not just kind of haphazardly guessing, and add to my toolbox of knowledge in the future. It's a very helpful thing to actually learn things as you go along. Engage, disengage, clutch ratio. Don't care. That pressure, so there's some sort of weird constant that doesn't matter. Times by pressure. Current blower RPM. Okay. Oh. Blower ratio. So this is like just a static graph generator of some sort. So we're not outputting any sort of electrics value that we can read by the looks of it. Let's go kind of the end here. Electrics dot values dot super RPM is equal to we want the AV. 1 pitch per AV, RPM to AV. Oh, that's for initiating sound. Blower RPM. Okay. Wait, I'm not dumping it. No, I was meant to print that. My bad. I fucked up. Print. Okay. It's at 5,000 RPM. RPM spin. Oh, no, RPM. Damn it. What was it? Oh, damn it. What is the current RPM? I think we found out that it was like an AV value is all we could use. Oh, here we go. RPM. So, our RPM is that. Let's go. 7, 8, rounded off to 5, times 6 point... Wait, what's the ratio that we're looking for? This. $5,000. Okay. Yeah, no, that works out. Then at that much RPM, really? Okay. Times 1.7647. That'll do. Oh, then I have to divide it by 1,000. Divided by 1,000. Okay. Should only be about 8.8 psi. What's happening? Wrong thing. I probably need to get boost numbers, don't I? Do you know clutch ratio? Not really. I'm guessing that's to do with, like, it's sliding on the clutch, but we've got clutch engage RPM being 0. What was I going down? I was going down a rabbit hole to get to a certain point. Oh, yeah, no. We're trying to find the RPM of the supercharger to figure out what sort of boost level it was making. Okay. To see if it was accurate. Which I think we kind of proved that it is with the math that we did at idle. Okay. So at idle... it seems to be in a little bit of distress. Oh, it's even bent the bumper. That's how fast it was spinning. Love it. Alright. So, that is all good. What we want to do now is reduce the amount of power that we're making. Probably in the top end. But we also want to... That's right, we're doing crank losses. So, 0.01. Actually, you know what? We had the math right there. Where did it go? Here we go. This... It's just, yeah, just how much power it should be losing times the RPM. I wonder if lower RPM may be wrong. No, I think we had that right. No, that was correct. No, that's good. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so 0.01. Are we still printing? Yes, we are. Okay. We're down to 485 horsepower? Sorry, I need to go to the toilet. This is torque. Alright, give me a bit. I need to go to the toilet. So, at 5,000 RPM... Oh, this is crank losses. Oh, yeah, torque. That's right. But, yeah. Oh, it's a coefficient. Well, then, yeah, we're not going to be able to figure this out. I hope our water bottle is full.